In my work as an attachment coach, many of my clients identify as empaths, particularly those with a fearful avoidant attachment style. And this makes sense when you think that fearful avoidants, also known as disorganized attachment, tend to crave a lot of emotional depth, as well as being highly dysregulated in their nervous system. When I work with clients to pull at this thread of empathy, they realize that often it has its roots in hypervigilance, in being highly alert. And typically this hypervigilance began in childhood, due in part to a very sensitive nervous system. Hypervigilance certainly has its purpose. It's probably what stopped our ancestors from being eaten alive by saber-toothed tigers or giant hyenas, or if you're in Australia like I am, giant carnivorous kangaroos. Living with hypervigilance in adulthood and its accompanying tense muscles, constant room scanning, feeling responsible for other people's emotions, feeling like something bad is about to happen at any moment, all of this can leave you feeling deeply depleted. And my fellow empaths may be surprised to learn that unchecked, hypervigilance can actually make it difficult to be present in relationships. It can make connection to others feel deeply ungrounding. This tendency to feel other people's feelings can lead to a desire to leap into the other person's experience and fix things so that they can become more regulated, which in turn makes us feel more regulated and safe. So how exactly do we go about becoming less hypervigilant? If you've watched any of my other videos, this will surprise you in no way, shape, or form. We start with nervous system regulation. So hypervigilance is very much a sympathetic nervous system response. It's very much linked to fight, flight, and fawn. So we generally want to slow things down and calm things down in the nervous system. This might look like something simple, such as taking your peace fingers, your second, your third finger, blocking your right nostril, and then breathing exclusively through your left nostril for a minute or 2 or 3. If you've got more time, wonderful. This will start to slow down your heart rate fairly quickly, and it will also start to reduce the level of cortisol, the stress hormone in your body. If you notice that you're becoming overwhelmed by someone else's physical or emotional discomfort, do you need a simple mantra that you can turn to remind you to come back into your own body? My go-to saying is, what's mine is mine, what's yours is yours. And it just reminds me to allow the other person to have their own experience. And when it comes to being there for others, can you update your mindset to one of helping rather than fixing, so that you're acting from a place of compassion rather than a place of empathy? In my experience, compassion allows me to care for others without needing to then sequester myself away for hours after the fact because I feel so depleted because I've jumped into their experience and felt all of their feelings. If you identify as highly empathic and/or hypervigilant, I'd love to know if you have any tips, any tricks that you've learned that have allowed you to show up with compassion for yourself, for others, but at the same time, stay grounded, stay regulated. And if you recognize that you have insecure attachment patterns and you're interested in learning more about how to move into a more acquired, securely attached space, feel free to get in touch. My details are below. I offer free strategy calls for those who are interested.